Do you ever get that feeling like something's kind of off? You know, that feeling that you can't quite explain or put your fingers on, but you know it's there. Have you ever experienced deja vu or seen different signs, messages, or numbers repeat themselves a little more than normal? Well, you're not the only one. We're at a point in the developmental history of human consciousness where development will accelerate. The major evidence for this is the increased number of meaningful coincidences people are noticing in their lives. The only thing is, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. That's a universal law. The principle of cause and effect. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law, not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The Kabbalion. Enter synchronicity. Synchronicities aren't just coincidences meant to surprise and delight us, although they can definitely do that. Rather, spiritual synchronicities are strategically orchestrated and perfectly aligned to deliver a message, provide guidance, or provide reassurance that we're on the right path. When we're beginning to wake up out of our conditioning, programming, and brainwashing, things that we were once taught begin to stop making sense. Think about it. We were taught things like Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, different stories and fables for us to believe in. No matter how wild and extraordinary the story, our precious minds, imaginations, and senses of wonder were preyed upon and taken advantage of. Now, some of you will probably be feeling a sense of discomfort, maybe even some anger or rage bubbling up from what I just said. Some of your defense mechanisms are flaring up and you may be ready to attack me in the comments just because you feel like I'm attacking you. Better yet, you may feel like I'm attacking your parents, guardian, and loved ones who taught you those things because you feel like they were coming from a good place. Well, therein lies the problem. You see, this isn't a personal attack. This is just facts that I'm speaking. This is truth. The truth is, many of us were taught lies. No matter how you try to justify, rationalize, or explain it, a lie is a lie. And when many of us found out the truth, maybe from an older brother or sister, a friend at school, from some show you were watching on TV, or from some other source, at that point, you were in total disbelief and in denial of what was being said. Think about it. Your heart grew heavy. Maybe you lashed out at the person who was saying these things. It can't be true, you were thinking to yourself. And then something miraculous happened. You started to think. You started to realize the ridiculousness of those stories. You started noticing that the only place you actually seen those things occur, the only place you actually seen these things playing out, was either in some cartoon, some book, or from your very own imagination. And think about this. If you had never been told these things, you would have never believed these things. What if I told you that those stories didn't just end with Santa, the Tooth Fairy, and the rest of the gang? Many of us were placed into a deep psychosis from a very young age. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, some of the people we most loved and trusted were the cause of us losing touch with reality by deliberately teaching us things they knew were a lie. Maybe they thought they were doing it out of love. They just wanted to see us happy. In most cases, maybe they did it because they were taught that doing so was normal. I mean, think about it. Everywhere they looked in society, everyone else seemingly were doing the same thing. They heard it on the radio, they seen it on TV, and nowadays it's all over the internet. But what if I told you this was all part of a grand scheme designed to control and manipulate your choices? Big corporations profit massively from our desire to own those things which they continuously advertise to us. And even worse, religions maintain their power and control over those who choose to believe in their doctrines, some of which who teach their converts that anyone who doesn't believe or follow what they're being taught, well, those people are bad. Those people are wrong. Those people are sinners. Those people are going to hell. Fear has a debilitating nature and is the weapon of choice by those who wish to control others. The fear of death, the fear of missing out, the fear of hell, the fear of retaliation, the fear of failure. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. If you're listening to this message, that means that you know exactly what I'm talking about. The universe has led you to this very moment, either as confirmation, as recognition, or as a sign that you're on the right path. And I'm not here to judge any of you. I don't care about the things you may have done in your past or even things that you may currently be doing that you may feel guilty or ashamed of. If anything, I'm here to help. I'm here to remind you that you're not crazy and that you're not alone. You may be the black sheep in your family, may have even been the most popular person in your circle, but everybody started turning against you when you no longer wanted to participate in the lies anymore. Standing up for what you know is right can be the most isolating thing that any of us can do. Because most people are sheep. Most people want to fit in. Most people were taught who they should be, what they should do, and how they should do it. Most people don't even know who they are. If you made it this far in the video, I applaud you. Breaking the chains of psychological slavery is one of the most courageous things that anyone could set out to do. A lot of you have been asking me for solutions, for guidance, and for answers. And I'll be the first to admit I don't have all the answers. I don't even want to act like I do because I don't. But if you stick along for the ride, one thing I do promise is that I will do whatever it takes to help free you from those shackles on your spirit and in your mind. We're in this together, so you're not alone. Let me know in the comments the different stories that you might have been told growing up and those moments that you started realizing how untrue they are. I mean, it could be like when you learned about Santa Claus wasn't true, whatever the case, any type of betrayal, anything. I want to hear those things. And while you're answering that, while you're thinking about the moments you began waking up to what's in front of you, while you're remembering who you truly are and what your true purpose is, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified anytime I drop a new video. And please don't forget to share this message with your loved ones and anyone you know who needs to hear this. Remember, the big shift is here. It's happening, and there's no turning back. You can also support this channel and mission by either purchasing my book and or donating to my Cash App, giving a super thanks. The links to my book and Cash App are in the description below. Next, I want you to check out this video right here, how to receive signs and guidance. It's going to help make sense out of a lot of the things going on around you and how you can make things better for yourself and others. Thanks again for all your support. I see you over there. You all be safe. Much love to you all. Peace.